After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome, folks, to Hard Rock City and the home of the Dolphins here in Miami, Florida, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Delaware Blue Hens. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, that's just a brutal kick. Out of bounds inside the 20. The punter's going to get ripped for that one. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's caught! Touchdown, Delaware!
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Thomas. Looks left and finds his target there. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Run quickly. Got down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Finds room at the 30. Now here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Charlotte.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The offense will take their 1st time out of the half. The talk strategy here. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kick. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Comes up with the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Nowhere to run. The defense slums him. He'll lose 5 on the play.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick completion to the tight end. And the Blue Hens pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He lets it rip. He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it on the draw. Gets the 1st and still running. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On the move now. Throwing for his running back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Launching one to the end zone. And he's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Handoff to the back. As the first down is still going. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, 49ers.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Moves out of the pocket. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. Well, Kirk, it's Charlotte in the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Grabbed by the receiver. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this
third and goal. Grab behind the line. It's long. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Fourth and goal from the team. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Bringing pressure. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Wow, it's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And they're trying to punch it in here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Oh, they got it. The kicking team makes the recovery.
Well, that was a big risk, but they say fortune favors the brave, and that decision was really brave. Borderline crazy, but hey, you can't complain too much. It worked out this time.
Hand off to the single back. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The 49ers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Breaks into open space. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive, pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Back to pass. It's Thomas. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision.
Touchdown, 49ers. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. First down. They're going to throw the football. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a third and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. This time it's complete. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. And the Blue Hens come up to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short.
Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Blue Hens will have 1st and 10 here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Blue Hens will try to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Makes the catch. It's Law. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
With the catch, it's Law. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Finds an open target on the left side.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost that penalty, of course. Now it's 2nd down here. Wants to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Deep shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Tight end makes the grab. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. The Blue Hens will line up here on 1st down and goal.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Blue Hens! Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. To the air. It's Thomas. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. To throw, it's Thomas. He's running out of time here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. To bring him down short of the marker. And now it's going to be 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. We'll see if they can make it 2 for 2. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the 1st down.
And the 49ers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to pass. It's Thomas. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He escapes the pocket. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The 49ers will kick it deep to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Brown. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. And looking to throw now on first down. Then the pocket delivers over the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Picks up the first, looking for more. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Law. Oh, he breaks free. Still going. Here he goes. Touchdown. Blue Hens. This offense really clicking. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. And there's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Thomas. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They've got him again. Defense making it very tough down here on the goal line.
Oh, this next call is going to be interesting for this offensive coordinator. Nothing there on this 2nd down call. Now you're 3rd and goal right on the doorstep. If I'm the quarterback, I'm challenging my offensive line to get low and win the back.
Touchdown, Delaware. They battle back to take the lead. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff heads out of bounds. The offense will begin from the 40. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And we'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Thomas. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. That's made on the left side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Touchdown, 49ers, to put them on top now.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Offense comes out to start this drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Over the middle. It's long. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with the first down, the 17.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you could close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move now. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Second down after that previous play. The DB's backing off from the line now. Grab down the middle. It's Tatum. Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. Well, Kirk, it's Charlotte in the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to throw. It's Thomas. Looking for 6. And it'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
Yeah, I don't like bad throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here. You just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break there.
Second down play coming up. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
Here we go on fourth down. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day. I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. Looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Caught over the middle. It's long. He make the stop, but it's a big gain down to 29.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Just checking the stats after that last completion. He's approaching 450 passing yards now.
Well, this guy's doing everything right to be able to have a day like this. He drops back, he finds these open receivers, and he puts the ball right on the money. And how about the receivers, the job that they've done being able to make plays after the catch today? Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any.
End zone ahead. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and one.
Oh, that one's picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Oh, it's not over yet, but this fourth down interception is going to cost them critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The short hands, it's long. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Delaware. A great catch and run for 6. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. It's a shotgun run call. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking to pass. It's Thomas. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Bringing pressure. He's hit just before the